Hi guys, welcome back to Behind the Bricks. This time we're in Jogja and we're going to do a house tour of a home with a minimalist design and a clean look. So this house was designed to accommodate the owner's habit of gathering friends and having them come over. So the house was designed to be like a base camp. So what does it look like? Let's check it out together. Come on. Okay, to discuss more about DV Residence, now I'm here with Mr. Dennis from Levy Architects. Hello, sir.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good.
Are you healthy?
I'm healthy.
Okay, so right now we're in Jogja and we're going to tour this DV residence. But first, let's give our friends who are watching a little overview. Maybe you could explain first, sir, about the total land area, then how big the building is, how wide the front is, and how deep it goes to the back.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Dennis from Levy Architects. So, the DV residence has a building area of about 1,400 square meters, a frontage of 20 meters, and it goes back about 100 meters, I think.
About 100 meters, yes.
Okay. But we intentionally built the house a bit further in, and on the right side here, there used to be an office. We set it back because the owner really needed some privacy. So we made a rather long carport before entering the house.
Well, now you can imagine how long it is and how wide this house is, but from the front here, we still can't really see it. Can we go inside, Mr. Dennis?
Let's go.
Okay. Before we go in, let's take a look at the gate first. Yes. Sir, what material is this made of?
So it looks like this uses WPC, the outdoor type, and this part is also motorized. So
You use a remote, right?
this makes it easier if the owner wants to come in.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay. You just use the remote and it's automatic. Okay, let's go inside. What's the first area we come to, Mr. Dennis?
So in front and to the side here, we have a carport that can fit 4 cars.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, as it happens, the owner is also really into cars. Also in the front here, he has a hobby of keeping koi fish. He likes to keep fish. Also for the garden concept, he just wants something simple. So we just put Japanese grass in the front and one tree for a bit of shade, something like that.
Okay, the concept is really simple, isn't it? But is the overall concept really that simple, or how would you describe it?
Yes, so actually the owner from the beginning wanted a minimalist house, but he also wanted his house to look spacious because the owner often hosts friends, family, and also his children's friends. So we wanted to provide a spacious house, but he wanted it to be very minimalist. So that's really the challenge sometimes. With a minimalist house, if there's even a small detail that's off, it will definitely show. That's right. So that's really the challenge.
So, paying attention to even the smallest details is important. Now, let's talk about the materials, sir. What materials are used here in the front area?
Okay, so for the carport, we use standard flamed andesite. For the carport floor, we use Quadra.
Can we continue?
Sure.
Mr. Dennis, maybe we can get closer to the area. Mr. Dennis already told us a bit about the garden earlier, just something simple. When I come here, it's like coming straight from the noise of the street, and as soon as I enter here, it's instantly peaceful.
It's cooler, right? More serene, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Where are we going next, sir?
Maybe we can go to this room.
Okay, over here, there's a room, guys.
So actually, this is going to be a workspace and a living room, you could say.
Okay.
But this isn't done yet, it's still in progress. So later, if there are guests who aren't personal guests, for example, from the bank or something, they can be here.
Okay.
And so actually the owner's vision is that he wants all these windows to be able to open. That's why we made it kind of L-shaped like that.
Yeah.
He can get a view of the garden and his pool. He can also see his collection actually.
I see. Yes. Okay. Yes. So this is the first room that you'll encounter, right? That's right. When you enter, how big is this? What's the length and width? How long is it?
It's about 5 by 8 more or less.
5 by 8, right? Yes, this one. Okay. There's also a bathroom, right?
There's also a bathroom.
There's a bathroom. Let's look. Powder room, right? Yes, there's a powder room.
You don't need to enter the house to use the bathroom.
You don't have to go inside the house? Yes? Okay. All right. Shall we continue? Mr. Dennis, where are we going next? What's this on the left, sir?
So here, before entering the main door, there's a place for shoes before going out. And if you go to the right, it also connects to the service area.
Nice. It's hidden,
Yes, that's right.
not exposed.
Not exposed.
That's right. Okay. Now, for the facade itself, Mr. Dennis, we can see here there are several interesting materials for us to discuss. What materials are used on the facade, sir?
So our concept is to use materials that aren't too busy. So we just limit it to about 3 materials. The main ones are the wall and white paint.
Okay.
Second, there is the use of thin aluminum, and the specs can also be quite high. For the more prominent facade, we use outdoor materials. The ones that use clay are also easy to install. Just use cement and stick them on. It's also weather resistant, mold resistant, and can withstand heat and rain.
Okay, next we might be able to go here, Mr. Dennis. This is really interesting because the door is, wow, very huge.
So this is the main door. We use a pivot system. It's 3 meters tall, about 2 meters wide. This isn't solid wood.
This isn't solid, okay.
It uses HPL, and inside it's just engineered wood. So we really don't want it to be too heavy, even though it's big.
Okay,
Maybe you can try to open it.
okay, I'll try to open it. Please go ahead.
Come in.
Nice, excuse me. It's not that heavy, sir, is it? For a door this big, I thought it would be really heavy. Can we move on?
Yes. So before we go in, usually we don't want to immediately see what the owner is doing, right? So we made this area into a kind of foyer, you could say, a foyer. Before we go in, we'll be greeted by maybe some artwork, a small table where we can put car keys and other things like that. So it's kind of like an area before the main area. We made it a transition area.
A transit area, right?
Yeah, like a transit area.
Okay.
So after we enter here, there are 2 rooms that are the main rooms in this house.
Wow.
Intentionally using a double height space, it's about 7 meters tall. So this main room was actually requested by the owner to have a fairly spacious area. So he has 3 children and often hosts his friends and their friends.
Yes.
So we want to have a room that feels spacious both horizontally and vertically.
How big is this, if you could give us an idea for the living area itself?
This is about 10 by 10.
10 by 10, right?
Yes,
The height?
the height is 7 meters.
7 meters, right? We can also see here, there are 2 openings. The one on top is a fixed glass panel and the one below can be opened.
That's right. So we intentionally used a wide aluminum frame for the front opening. So we want to create a sense that the inside and outside are connected. So people inside can still enjoy the landscape outside.
It feels open, right?
It feels even more open.
It feels more open, right? Which direction is this facing, sir?
This actually faces west.
To the west, right? So the afternoon sun comes in from here, right?
The afternoon sun can come in from here. That's why we also installed blinds above so it doesn't get too hot in the afternoon.
Okay, I'm also interested in the lights, sir. What type of lights are these? How does the system work?
So all the lights in this house use a system. So actually it's not a smart home, but we can control it using sequences like that. It's automatic. So we can set, for example, sequence 1 for a certain mood. Sequence 2 might be for when you want it to be 100% bright.
Okay.
Sequence 3 might be like a night lamp, so we can set the brightness percentage of the lamp ourselves.
Okay. So there are different modes.
There are different modes.
You can set this yourself. Nice. Okay, does this room use AC, sir?
Yes, so besides having manual ventilation, I mean natural ventilation, we also use VRV-AC to maintain that minimalist concept.
What is this plan to be used for, sir? As we can see, for those watching, there's this open area here. As the owner, what do you plan to use it for?
Actually, this area here is intended to be a place for children to do activities. For example, if they want to take piano lessons, music lessons, or other classes, it will be here. But since the kids are still small, it's still empty for now.
Okay. That's storage, right, sir?
Yes, so we intentionally use the space under the stairs as storage. And we also put a small pedestal here as an extension of the kids' area. So for example, we can put children's toys here, or later they can store their collections or something like that.
That's why you didn't move it to the very front, right? You could make the storage go all the way to the front, couldn't you?
Yeah, in the front, we also want the stairs to still look like they're floating a bit.
Okay, and for the flooring, what material is this? It's really big. What are the dimensions?
I think it's 1.2 by 2.4.
Okay, 1.2 by 2.4.
The material is weather resistant, scratch resistant, and heat resistant, plus it comes in many patterns. Also, it just so happens that the owner prefers this one. They're looking for something gray but still has a warm tone, and the size is also pretty big, so it looks like there aren't too many seams, right?
That's right. Okay, can we go to the room over there?
Sure.
Mr. Dennis, I'm interested in seeing the dining and kitchen areas. Earlier, we talked a bit about the difference in height, right? The living room was 7 meters. So how much is this one, sir? 3, right?
This one is just 3 meters.
3 meters, right? So what's the length and width for the dining and kitchen area?
It's about 6 by 8. So we have a dining table, storage maybe for plates and other things here. Then we also have a kitchen. The kitchen has an island too. We use solid surface. And there's also an induction stove there. And here we have all kinds of storage too. So here we have a wine cooler, and inside here there are also snacks for the kids. We use HPL that feels smooth, and the color also matches. We chose it ourselves back then because it's actually one of the most durable materials. Because it's also more suitable for the kitchen area. It's not easy to get dirty. And for the countertop, we also looked for a color that's almost the same as the HPL.
So is this the entire kitchen, or is there also a prep kitchen?
So this is specifically for the show kitchen. And if you look here, there's a concealed door to enter the service area.
Oh, is this a door?
Concealed door, right? You can try it.
Peeking, huh?
Yeah. So at the back, there's a kitchen area, a wet kitchen for cooking, and it also connects to the maid's room.
Okay, so it's the service area?
Service area?
That's right. So it's also connected to the shoe rack up front, right?
Correct, it's all connected.
I see.
So we actually made that zone over there for service and utility, and here it's more private.
Yeah, the floor flow is nice with service areas here and the private area on this side.
That's right.
Okay, can we take a peek at the backyard area?
Sure. So we wanted this dining room to connect with the landscape. So we intentionally made the terrace and backyard area quite spacious as well, as requested by the owner. He wanted a simple but large backyard, so that's why we only picked one tree in the back.
I'm curious and want to experience being outdoors in the backyard. May I go to the back, sir?
Okay, sure.
Let's open this as well. Wow, it's nice too.
The frame here is thin like this.
But then when I push it, it moves smoothly too. Honestly, it's really nice, not noisy at all. This is what Mr. Dennis mentioned earlier about the backyard. So it's simple. Just like the front yard, just like the garden in the front earlier, there's only one tree and grass. But this is a big house too, right, sir? Yes. How big is it?
So this means it's full 20 meters wide. The width is 20 right here, maybe around 15 or so.
20 by 15, right?
So we wanted their kid to be able to run around in the backyard a lot. We don't really want a lot of unnecessary landscaping, so it's minimalistic in terms of look, but also easier to maintain.
It looks like this can also be used for gatherings.
That's right.
If the owner likes having people over, right? Maybe for gatherings.
You can also shoot and watch there. Maybe you can do that too, right? That's right.
That's right. You can definitely put beanbags here. Wow, I can already imagine hosting an event here.
Making an event here, going back to the original concept, it's really about hosting, right? So we're really providing a blank canvas for the owner to do activities.
Okay, before we go up to the second floor, Mr. Dennis, I'm also curious about the stairs. Maybe you can tell our viewers about the construction and what materials were used.
So actually, we wanted to make these stairs a kind of statement as well. So we made the stairs a bit floating, blending in with the living room. We also chose to use tempered glass for the handrail to keep it simple, and we added some lighting underneath as well. So maybe when it's still nighttime.
Before we go to the bedroom or to the area on the second floor. Mr. Dennis, it got me thinking as I was walking and touching it, is this safe if a child suddenly bumps into it, like when they're playing with toy cars?
Yes, that's right.
So how do we ensure its safety? What's the technique for that, sir?
So at that time, the owner really wanted the railing to be very minimalistic. So he only wanted tempered glass, didn't want any handles or anything else. So back then, we had some discussions with the glass workers about the safest way to do it. For example, if it gets hit, God forbid, it would still be okay. So the technique we used was to make a notch, and the owner, we inserted the tempered glass about 10 to 12 centimeters, embedded it, then we sealed it so that it doesn't wobble and is also sturdier.
That's the technique, so it's embedded deeper, right?
Right, we already prepared it during the concrete pour.
So God willing, this will be safe. I'm usually an overthinker, you know.
That's right, that's right.
Okay, so on the second floor, what rooms are there, Mr. Dennis?
So on the second floor, we specifically made it just for bedrooms and maybe a second living room that's more private. But the reason we made a mezzanine is so there's also a connection between the second floor and the first floor. So for example, if there are friends or kids playing downstairs, the parents upstairs can still supervise them. That's the idea. And so another thing is the living room downstairs has a higher ceiling.
So it's still connected to the downstairs area. And this is also glass, so
That's right, so it's more visible.
it's more visible, yes. Okay, which room are we going to first, Mr. Dennis?
So maybe we should go to the primary bedroom and bathroom first.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. Sorry, while we're still here, can you give the audience an idea? How big is this space?
So actually the length,
The width is approximately?
the shape is kind of like an L, sir, so the width is probably around 10 meters, similar to the room downstairs. And the length is also about another 10 meters, I think, so it's kind of like an L shape.
Is this also 3 or?
I think I'll lower the height a bit to around 2.8.
2.8, right?
Yeah, because if it's for the bedroom and a more private space, the ceiling doesn't need to be too high.
It looks like this will probably be used as a TV room later, right?
That's right, it'll be like another living room.
Second living room, huh? I see. Okay, then let's go to the first room on the second floor.
So this is the master bedroom.
Wow, nice.
We made it really spacious, so there's a TV here, and later there will also be a sofa or an ottoman here. The owner really wanted the master bedroom to be big because right now they have 3 kids. One of them already has their own room, but the 2 boys are still little, so they often hang out here and sleep here together with their parents. So we intentionally made it a bit bigger. In the future, it will definitely be filled up again, like with a sofa and other things.
Wow, it's so big and spacious. This is a window too, right?
It's a window too.
Is this a fixed window or not?
So actually this can be open too, and there's also a terrace outside.
There's a balcony.
Is there a remote?
No.
So we can also see the view of the back garden from here.
The backyard, right?
The backyard. This can also be opened.
The terrace is long, isn't it? It runs beside both the bedroom and walk-in closet. And this means the sunlight.
From the east, like that.
It's nice to wake up early, so
We intentionally put this here so it gets the morning sun.
nice. Okay, you can see this too, right? It's the same, isn't it?
Yes, it's the same system. For the lights, we combine the lights and the AC into one grill like this.
Can we look at the walk-in closet and bathroom, Mr. Dennis?
We can see the bathroom. So we enter here. This is the walk-in closet area. And also the dressing area, I guess. Here we use the design with some glass display sections. But for the clothes, maybe it's more closed off like that.
And is the material still the same here?
Yes, and up here we use membrane lighting. Yeah. Oh, so our lights, most others use spotlights, right? For the dressing room, in this room, we might need softer lighting. So we did the ceiling with membrane lighting. From here, we enter the main bathroom.
Wow.
Yes, so
Room.
for this main bathroom, we intentionally made the design more like before. Minimalist again, we just wanted to use one material. Then we also split our bathroom into two, between the shower and the toilet. And we also have this here. There's a bathtub. Yeah, the kids like to be here together, the three of them. And then this too, we made it. They say making it full makes it look more spacious. That's right. And then we also made it using a metal frame, so it's more minimalist.
This is safe, right? Even if it gets wet?
It gets wet, right?
Is the bottom also a cabinet?
Cabinet storage, it's here, soap and so on.
How big is this, sir? What's the length and width?
It's about 4 by 5 roughly.
Can we see another room next?
Sure, sure.
Sir, I'm also curious about this. We haven't talked about it yet. I just noticed the door. It's interesting for us to discuss. This is floor to ceiling, right?
Yes.
What is the concept behind this? What does it mean? And maybe you could also tell us about the material.
Okay, at that time, my initial design didn't include using a frame. We really wanted it to be floor to ceiling, like what did we use, like the one downstairs, what did we use, a T-pivot like that. But in the end, after discussing with the owner, he wanted it to be more soundproof. So we still have to use this and then use the Dixon butterfly hinge. So we just sacrifice for this, just for the function. So there will still be a frame on the side to make it more soundproof. Then maybe we can move over here.
There's another room over here, guys. What room is this?
There's another room here and there's some artwork too. It's cute.
Yeah, it's really iconic. You can totally see it.
Yeah, so this is actually a special room for kids to play. Coincidentally, their kid also likes cars, so they collect die-cast cars. And sometimes this room is also used for tutoring. There's also extra storage here for toys that aren't on display. We can put them here. And lastly, over here, we also made this to cover the panel.
Yes, the panel. The panel is hidden.
And then we also made the handle more experimental, more fun like that.
What is this made of, sir?
This is made of marble.
Nice. Was it intentionally made curved like this? To avoid sharp corners or what?
That's right. So since it's for kids, we want it to be safer. Yes. So we really try to minimize sharp corners. And this is also overlocked.
It goes to the back, right? Yes. But this glass is fixed, right?
This is fixed glass for safety.
Is this the same material too?
We can also use this material in curved forms, so that's possible too.
So the material is basically the same, right?
Just so it's all in one language.
What's the next room, Mr. Dennis?
Next, there are just 2 kids' rooms left. This is one of the kids' rooms. Maybe we should just go there.
Okay, let's take a look.
Here it is. So this one faces the front. The one we made earlier also has a shelf for him to do his homework. Are the handles the same? The handles are the same. Ha ha ha. If he plays with his younger siblings, we can put a shelf here like this.
Okay.
And then at the back, there's also a walk-in closet for her. So Maybe since she's a girl, she has more clothes, right? So we intentionally made a walk-in closet, and later when she becomes a teenager, she can use it to get ready too. And there's a dressing table. In this corner, we intentionally didn't attach it to the neighbor's wall so we can still get natural light here. So it doesn't get damp, we can still get natural light. And then this part here,
This is for after you shower, right?
we use something else. Then we try to use a slightly different material. This is kind of like ceramic, small cut ceramic pieces.
Doesn't this bathroom feel different from the last one?
This one is probably made to feel warmer. The one over there is gray, cooler, more mature.
That's right.
So this one feels more relaxed.
Yes, I think we've covered everything. This is the second floor, Mr. Dennis. Let's continue our conversation downstairs if that's okay.
Sure, let's go.
Let's go downstairs. Okay, guys, let's continue our conversation with Mr. Dennis. And now I want to ask more details about the process, sir.
Sure.
From the design to the construction, right? How long did the design take and how long did the construction take until it was finally completed?
Okay. For the design, actually, there was a bit of back and forth at that time. So for some of the designs, we actually had to redo them up to the schematic stage. But actually, a longer design process sometimes makes both the owner and us as designers more satisfied. So the first design took about 3 months, and things like structural calculations and so on took about a year. Then the construction itself took about 3 years.
3 years, huh?
So the whole process took about 3.5 years until the owner moved in.
What year was it fully finished?
It was fully finished around August 2025 when the owner moved in.
Okay, so it's still really new, huh?
Yeah, it's still new, but not that new. It's been less than a year.
You guys can see for yourselves, there are still a lot of empty spots. It's still empty. That's because it's still really new. So what were the challenges during the whole process from the design stage until it was built, sir?
So indeed.
The challenges and obstacles.
It's about the lighting and AC tracks, sir. So at that time, we also had a lot of discussions with the MEPI people about how the owner didn't want to use traditional AC, but how can we incorporate MEEP with the design like that?
Yeah. That's the challenge, right? Those small details, even the tiniest ones.
Small details that we haven't thought of yet.
Because it still has to be kept as minimal as possible.
As minimal as possible.
Yeah. But for the owner himself, what kind of participation does he have, sir? I mean, does he join in? In what way, like in the process, does he really get involved even in choosing the materials? Or is everything handed over to Mr. Dennis? Or how does it work?
So it's because the owner also has good taste. So we have a lot of discussions like choosing materials and also the details. So we have a lot of discussions. We shop for materials together. We choose them together. So, and coincidentally, the owner also appreciates design and material selection. So sometimes he leaves some things up to us, and sometimes he's particular about certain things.
I also thought of one thing. How about the maintenance?
Yeah.
I mean, this has to be maintained, kept clean.
That's right. That's right. Especially if there are kids too.
Yeah, it's minimalist, right? So how's the maintenance process?
To have a really minimalist house like this was also the owner's request. So maybe the owner already knows the risks and that the maintenance has to be done daily. So it's really the owner's taste and readiness were there from the start. Yeah. Maintenance and such.
Okay. Yeah, because for example, if we look at this, the ceiling is double height.
That's right.
Then when we look at the lights, suddenly one of them goes out. How do we replace it? Or they all go out like that?
That's right. So with this lighting system, we can adjust the brightness. We can set it to 50% or 100%. Well, usually spotlights have a lifespan, right? Around 5 to 7 years. But that's if we keep them on at 100% all the time.
Okay, so normal lights aren't always at full brightness, right?
That's right. And usually, if we set it to just 50 or even 20, so it's dimmer, the lifespan doubles.
That's how it is.
So there's an advantage there too if we get a lamp with that kind of system.
So it's more durable, right? So for the maintenance, it's not every year either. That's pretty good, isn't it? Now, this is definitely something that comes to mind for a lot of viewers. How much does it cost?
Yes.
to build all of this?
So the owner still can't reveal the cost yet, but if viewers want to ask questions, they can DM us directly at Levy Architects.
Okay. All right then. So Instagram then?
That's right.
Levy Architects. Levy Architects. Do you have a website as well?
For now, only this one is active.
Just Instagram.
Just Instagram.
All right, then you can reach out there, guys, at Levy Architects. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them directly in the comments section. All right, then. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mas Taufik.
Mr. Dennis has already toured his house and everything has been explained. Wishing you continued success.
Yes, same here.
Mr. Dennis wishing Levy Architects ongoing success.
Continued success for Asatag as well.
Thank you. Thanks also to friends who have watched this episode of Behind the Bricks in Jogja featuring DV residents. And we'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to like the video, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe to Arsatag's YouTube channel. We'll see you in the next episode. I'm Taufik Effendi signing off. Bye.